Many people know that BMWs are equipped with an arsenal of awesome features, from active cruise control to xDrive. These are the features that make all BMWs the ultimate driving experience. Welcome to the Index of Awesome.
The one thing that we do in Canada, unfortunately, is we spend some time on our phone in the car, which we shouldn't. We also tend to drink coffee, which we shouldn't. The beauty of this transmission that you can do it all without ever having to touch anything other than holding on to the steering wheel. Your hands stay on the wheel, your foot on the accelerator. This allows you to drive this car just like an F1 car. As you're shifting either up or down just with these small paddle shifts. Now there's two advantages to this as a BMW. If you don't like the new way of doing business, which is paddle shifts, you can actually go back to the shift on the console and go forward and backwards just by shifting this just like a normal car, other than the fact that there is no clutch. The double clutch transmission does the gear change in milliseconds, and what it does is it sets up another clutch behind the clutch that's working. So the minute you do hit the tab, or the gear shift for that matter, the other clutch is already in place in the next gear, and that's where you get that speed of milliseconds on the shift. And it actually, essentially, when you are winding this car out to 4,000 or 5,000 RPM, the tachometer just bounces off the 5,000 RPM mark as you're shifting. It is that fast. You can't technically shift a car as quickly as the dual clutch transmission can shift it for you. One other thing that the double clutch transmission will do is it will allow you to operate in an automatic mode. That automatic mode is interesting in that it reads, the computer system reads exactly how you drive and puts that into the dynamics of the shift pattern, and changes gears the way you would change gears if you were doing it manually. All automatically, all by allowing you just to hold the steering wheel with two hands. That's something that BMW's had for a number of years, but it's even accentuated to a point on this transmission that you really notice it. When you get down to a hard braking case, you can actually see the car downshifting using the clutch as you would do in a standard transmission, using the clutch to slow the car down rather than just the brakes. The beauty of that, obviously, is that you can hang on for dear life as the engine and the transmission's doing all the shifting for you. So, the one other beauty of not only this car, but all BMWs, but in particular this particular transmission, is it has rear axle slip recognition. It also has a program built into it that has mountain and slope assistance. So if you're sitting at a stoplight or even in a driveway and you've got a bit of an angle on the car, let's say 20 or even 30 degrees, and you have your foot in the brake and you take your foot off the brake and go to accelerate, the brakes will hang on until the car actually starts to move away, so you won't slip backwards. So that's actually something that we have not only in our DCG transmission, but also in all our standard transmissions. So that allows the 50-50 weight distribution in any BMW to really enhance the winter driving characteristics. And anything with a rear-wheel drive BMW and snow tires, I would tempt anyone to suggest that there's nothing better in the snow other than maybe the xDrive. And the xDrive is just for those people that really want to feel the comfort. But any BMW with 50-50 weight distribution and 4 snow tires, don't worry about it. Because of that, you'll find every BMW with the DCG transmission is an absolutely awesome car to drive.
We'd love to hear your questions for future episodes. Until then, thanks for watching the Index of Awesome. I'm Julien. See you next time. Can you honk the horn?
All right.